Talk with TPJ. How you doing?
Man, thank you, man. I'm cooling, man. I tried to make sure I jump on, man. It's been talk all day today.
Yeah, so I want to hear what your opinion is on what's going on in the NBA and what these guys like Perk and all these guys are saying about these players potentially boycotting or not wanting to play or whatever. What do you think about that?
Perk is screwing up, first off. Perk tripping. Perk out of line. There's no way. Nothing Kyrie's saying is wrong. Kyrie is true. The NBA is a distraction to the movement. It always has been. There's nothing wrong with being a little distracted, but you got to be honest. You know, you want things to go back to normal so you feel better. The NBA gives a false sense of normality, where it's like, okay, everything is good in the world again. So I agree with Kyrie that it's definitely a distraction. The NBA is definitely a distraction. I mean, who gonna go to a march if the playoffs is on?
Yeah, and Pavi was, arguing with me and saying it's sad if people don't do that, don't go to a march because the playoffs on. It's like, yeah, it's sad, but that's not gonna stop human beings from being human beings. We got people out here mad because they got to wear a mask, and I know you one of the people, Glassy, that don't wear masks.
Furious, dog. Furious. It's like, give me the information and let me make up my own mind. I don't want you telling me what the hell to do.
I feel you on that.
I don't want you telling me what to do.
Do you think that these reporters, including guys like Stephen A. Smith, have been out of line with how they've been tweeting and talking about Kyrie? I feel as though they've been very, very extremely harsh on him purposefully. What do you think?
I don't know. I haven't really seen what Stephen A. is saying. I only seen the trash that Kendrick Perkins said. That was some trash ass. Again, I've been saying this for years. This is not going to make a lot of sense now, but it'll make sense later. The true battle is not racism. The true battle is capitalism. Racism without money is ineffective. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. It's like very minute. It's hard to be effective when there's no money back behind it. So what happens is you have a lot of people like Stephen A., Keisha, Lance Bottoms. You have all kind of people who seem like they're for the people. Yeah. Say things that identify with the oppressor, and it puts them on that side of the line. Yeah. So, you got Stephen A. Smith. He's on that side of the line. You know what I mean? It's not a racial thing. It's on the side of the line of the economics. There's no reason no black person in America should be talking about going to do anything else but standing up right now for what's going on. If that's your truth, if that's what you say you for, you know what I mean? If Stephen A., if your rhetoric is race talk, if your rhetoric is all of that stuff, this is the perfect time to focus on it and try to find a solution. We all know that the NBA, we all know the average person lives vicariously through the NBA. We all know that that's true.
The world stopped when the NBA stopped. Yeah. Did it not?
Football, sports games, all of that stuff is our escape from the real world. And at this point in time, we should not be trying to escape if you believe, that you could change white folks' tune about the treatment of black people in this country.
I don't necessarily even think it's about tone. I just think that now more than ever, because the rest of the world stopped, we have the ability to say where we really hold the most influence and wield the most influence, we don't have to. What if we just hit pause? Like, even the music industry, I'm seeing people have label parties and stuff, and I understand people want to release music and all that stuff like that.
Because it's for the money. We got to get. Everybody wants to get.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. Because I release music, but I'm not having no big label party. I'm not throwing no big party for the label. I'm not go buy this thing for the label for whatever.
But you still an artist, right? So you're not in the business of releasing records.
I understand that, but still, even
they having parties.
Pause,
but that's because they're in the business of releasing records for money. So all of this is back to business as usual.
Yeah, so then how can we really make a difference if literally we gonna see everything that's still going on and say, all right, we gonna just go back to business as usual and just kind of and eventually the conversation will fade, and then some weak like Trump will get reelected, and then everybody be like, white people let us down, and I'm gonna be looking at every black person like, nah, you helped let us down. Well, because you could have put a pause on whatever you was trying to do that was all high and mighty, and still take the time to make sure that everything that's going on, you still shedding a light on it and you still making it happen. And also, when we see all these labels and stuff, all these labels are some of the companies that's paying into these private prisons. But every rapper gonna rap about it, but you still gonna release it through the same
Listen,
label, and that
all
money
these
gonna still go to
people,
that private prison.
because again, people haven't realized that this ain't about race. They haven't realized that this isn't about race. This is about capitalism. It's not people, and a lot of people don't even know that's playing the game what it's about. But that's why immediately they start talking about money. Everybody's trying to get back to the coin. That's the
Exactly.
point. Because the black struggle is not more important than a coin, because it's not more important than my struggle. So again, we had these conversations about rioting and protesting, and I was explaining to you the way you deal with again, because we could say the police, which I hate that generic term, we could say the police are doing such and such to black men. Tell me one rich black man they did it to in the last 10 years. Tell me when LeBron James got pulled over and they him up. Tell me when any rich black person got pulled over and got up. That just ain't gonna happen.
I mean, I will
Rich,
say, dude that was
these are
on
poor
SNL,
problems.
he just said that he got pulled over and put on the ground by the police and up. But I mean,
Yeah.
but also he's not LeBron
That's
though.
it. Exactly.
But
So
SNL
again,
is
once you
big to
got
people
money,
though. Huh?
yeah,
I mean, but
but
SNL
once
is
you got
big to people though.
but once you have money, dog, it becomes a different challenge. You do something to a rich motherfucker, you gonna have a problem. Motherfuckers, I don't give a if he's a rich, he could be the blackest nigga on the planet Earth. You do something to a rich nigga, a police do something to a rich nigga,
They got
let the
resources.
police do something to LeBron James. Let the police do something to LeBron James. You'll see the difference real fast. You see what happened when Kobe and that helicopter plane crashed, man. You seen what happened? That whole company finna be out of business. The whole family finna be sued. It's certain things you can't do
I
to
mean, it
people with
was
money.
other people than Kobe Bryant that passed away on that crash.
Again, and
That's
watch
an
the rich
American
and watch
tragic though.
and watch what happened to the rich nigga, because the rich niggas down helicopters every day. So always a nigga down somewhere. But you do something to a rich person in this country, especially in this country, you're gonna have a problem. So again, if getting back to the money is more important, which I respect, I get it. You know what I mean? If that's your mind state, because I don't believe in race. I believe in capitalism as the true core. But the fact that you're pushing that narrative, what Kyrie is saying, if that's what you're about, then what Kyrie is saying is dead right. And what Stephen A. Smith is saying, because he uses that narrative to his advantage as well, is dead wrong. It's just wrong. Wrong with two left shoes, if that's what you believe in. But again, if it's getting to that money, then you know, shit, we got it right.